I want to start by telling you that I am not someone who scares easily. I worked overnight shifts at a gas station for 2 years, alone, in a small town in rural Kansas where the nearest other person on duty at 3 in the morning was a county sheriff 40 minutes away. I have had guns pointed at me. I have had men come in at 2 in the morning and say things to me through the glass that I will not repeat here. I have called the police 4 times in 2 years and waited alone in a locked booth each time until they arrived. I do not say this to sound tough. I say it so you understand the baseline. So you understand that when I tell you what happened during my last 6 weeks at that job, you know it is not coming from someone who startles at shadows or talks herself into being afraid. Something was wrong at that gas station for 6 weeks before I quit. I have never been able to fully explain what it was. Not to the police, not to my mother, not to the therapist I saw for 8 months after. I can only tell you what I experienced in order and let you sit with it the way I have been sitting with it for 3 years. I started working at the gas station when I was 24. It was a standalone station on a 2-lane state highway about 6 miles outside of a small town in central Kansas. The kind of highway that runs straight and flat for so long in both directions that at night the darkness on either end of it feels total, like the road just stops existing past the reach of the lot lights. The station was a Circle K franchise, though it did not feel like any Circle K I had been in before. It was old. The fluorescent lights in the cooler section buzzed at a frequency that made your back teeth ache after a few hours. The bathroom key was attached to a hubcap so customers would not walk off with it. The surveillance camera above the register had a 2-second delay that I only noticed because I once watched myself on the monitor, and the version of me on the screen was always slightly behind the version of me in real life. Always catching up, never quite there. The overnight shift ran from 10 at night to 6 in the morning. I worked 4 nights a week, Sunday through Wednesday. Thursday through Saturday nights were covered by a man named Carl who I overlapped with for about 20 minutes each Wednesday when I came in and each Thursday when I left. Carl was in his 50s and had worked that shift for 11 years. He was quiet and methodical, and he always left the coffee maker preloaded for me, which I appreciated more than I ever told him. The other person I had regular contact with was my manager, a woman named Diane who came in at 6 every morning to relieve me. Diane was brisk and efficient and not unkind. She checked the register, checked the coolers, asked if anything had happened overnight, and sent me home. Our interactions lasted maybe 10 minutes each morning and were the highlight of the end of every shift. The rest of the time I was alone. I want you to really understand